50th anniversary of Singapore, of course, is a big event. And the Singapore Institute of International Affairs, which I chair, actually hit its 50th year before Singapore. We're older than Singapore. So when we hit that 50th year, we realized what a way a landmark it is for a young nation, and how we can start to think about not just the past, but really to look forward into the future. And we felt that this is a key contribution that the SIIA think tank can help Singapore think about our 50-year future, not just as a country, but as really a hub in Asia and the wider world. The SIIA is a unique think tank in Singapore in the sense that we are not owned by the government. We talk to the government, but we are fundamentally a society and a think tank for what we hope will be a thinking people, people who really try to understand the world, understand the issues that concern their lives, their businesses, intellectually, emotionally, and really connect to the world outside. So in talking about Singapore's future, we realize that this is not something we can just educate people, lecture to them, bore them. We need to engage them, enliven them, hear from them, of course, give them ideas, but hear their response. So the interplay between the talks we'll do and the workshops we'll convene to help people really seriously discuss the ideas about Singapore, Asia, and the world. This is what we hope will be our unique contribution.
I think in Singapore's first 50 years, what it's already achieved is to become what I call the capital of Asia. Now, Asia, of course, doesn't have an official capital, but I think of Singapore as the most successful city-state country, large or small, in Asia. It certainly is from the standpoint of its achievements and how far it's come socio-economically. It's also very important to think of it as a capital in that it's quite diplomatically active and yet balanced and neutral at the same time. It has very strong relations with all of the key Asian powers, as well as globally. So Singapore, I believe, in the next 50 years is going to remain the capital of Asia and become ever more the hub for Asian countries to integrate. And Singapore sits at the center of that because it has the capacity to manage that process, to help to harmonize financial networks, to help to strengthen trade agreements, to help to bring together countries on diplomatic issues such as maritime boundary disputes. In all of those ways, Singapore has to be very, very active so we can forecast the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years and see that Singapore is going to play a very, very important role in all of those issues. The Future 50 series is very important. Singaporeans and the international community that's watching Singapore is, of course, celebrating this 50th birthday and anniversary of Singapore's independence. That's true, but this is also a chance to begin looking at the next 50 years. And I think that we're leveraging all of the thinking that is going into understanding and explaining and looking back at history, what has made Singapore such a success, but looking also at the fact that the world has not stopped. The world is becoming more and more volatile and uncertain, and therefore Singapore has to look ahead and scan the whole world. And in this Future 50 process, we're scanning the entire world. We're looking at economic trends, environmental trends, security and geopolitical trends, and trying to create an integrated picture of what the global situation is that Singapore will have to navigate over the next 50 years. And so that process has begun now. It's very important because it's inclusive. It involves not only experts from around Singapore, but from all over the world who have been coming here to Singapore, who we've been engaging in this conversation and discussion. And therefore it's going to hopefully produce, if not the most accurate picture, the most realistic scenarios that Singaporean leaders can use to think about what decisions to make in the decades ahead.
Well, I think a lot of time is being spent deciding what kind of Singapore we want to see or we hope to see and what challenges faces the country. But I think a critical issue will be what type of Singaporeans and what type of people are actually going to be in that country in 50 years' time. Are they people who understand the key challenges and concerns that face the country? Do they understand the historical legacy that we are carrying into the future? And are they geared up to deal with the challenges of a 50-year state for Singapore, or whether it's in Asia or the world? And I think people who think deeply enough and understand the issues will be much better prepared. And what we hope to do in the F50 program is, of course, to give people the opportunity to think a bit more deeply about such issues, to discuss them with their peers and with other like-minded people, and hopefully gain deeper insights and perspectives when it comes to thinking about the future and the future issues as well. what we try to do at the F50 program when it comes to our events, our seminars and our talks is to make sure that it's more of a two-way interaction. It's less about one person or one expert telling people what to think or what they should be focusing on, but also giving them a chance to share some of their thoughts and perspectives. And that's why we put a lot of care and attention in putting together a group of participants who are able to think a bit more deeply and discuss things in a deeper fashion in order to hopefully gain better insights when it comes to different types of issues, to hear from people from different types of backgrounds, who've had different experiences, and shaping maybe new perspectives and new ways of looking at the challenges that we face ahead.